little friend. He is very excited to be here this morning. Can you tell everybody your name?
Nemo.
Wait, what's your name? Nemo. Okay. Nemo is an African gray parrot. Nemo, you look a little tired today. Are you sleepy? Oh, that's a big yawn. You know what I do when I'm tired? I call my friend the rooster. So now that we're all a little bit more awake, Nemo and I would like to share a fairy tale with you today. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess. Was she pretty? Did she look like me? Oh goodness, well, she must have been gorgeous. One day, the princess was stolen away by an evil ogre. Nemo knew that he had to rescue her, so he chased after the evil ogre, and he ran up to his castle with a nice loud charge. Nemo was so brave, and he went straight up to that castle, and he rang the doorbell, but it was out of service, and so he had to knock. And then that foolish ogre answered the door. Nemo had no weapons, and so he threw up his big wings, and it scared the ogre away. The princess was so grateful, and Nemo gave her a smooch. And then they rode off into the sunset. Are you ready? Now, besides telling fairy tales, Nemo thinks that he's pretty unique in other ways as well. So can you tell everybody here why you're special?
I can talk. Can you fly?
I can't fly, Nemo. You got me there. All right, can you give everybody a wave goodbye? That's very nice. Let's hear it for Nemo. Now, you may think that these birds would make a great pet, but please remember a few things. Parrots have extremely long lifespans, and they will probably outlive you. They also communicate by screaming, and they do not sleep in on the weekends. Parrots are extremely intelligent, and they need constant attention. Without proper care and entertainment, these birds can do serious damage to themselves and to their owners. So for our next bird, when I say nocturnal, what raptor do you think of? Owl, exactly right. Keep an eye on the stump over there, and you'll meet Marshmallow. Marshmallow is a European barn owl. Now, barn owls are found on every continent. He's spitting his food at me. They're found on every continent except for Antarctica. Unfortunately, because of habitat loss and poisoning, they are an endangered species right here in the Midwest. So buying local and organic food can help reduce the use of pesticides in our area. Now, most owls have an excellent sense of hearing, but barn owls take this sense to an even higher level. As you can see on Marshmallow there, he has a complete sound-capturing facial disc made with stiff, bristly feathers. In fact, the barn owl's hearing is so good that they can hear the patter of mouse feet from 90 feet away. That's the distance between here and the Animal Encounters building across the way. And they can fly to that mouse and capture it in complete darkness. Now, the rodents that these birds feed on have really big ears, which are all the better to hear an approaching barn owl. So nature has provided these birds with a secret weapon, and that is silent flight. The leading edges of their wings have fringes, kind of like the teeth of a comb. These fringes muffle the air as the wing passes through it, making the barn owl one of nature's best mousetraps. In fact, a family of barn owls can consume thousands of mice in a year, so they are a farmer's best friend. So let's hear it for our little silent flyer. Thank you, Marshmallow. Human pollutants in the water can make it dangerous to drink, but so can living organisms like bacteria. Diseases like salmonella and botulism can be caught by drinking tainted water. But our next bird has such strong digestive juices, he can break down any disease that he may ingest. So if you keep an eye on that fence over there, you'll meet our next bird. They're not from around here. This is Goober. Now, Goober is a black vulture. You may notice that he has very few feathers on his head and neck. This is so when he sticks his head completely inside of a carcass, he won't come out a bloody mess. Now, vultures are not raptors, and they do not have strong feet to defend themselves. So if a predator were to approach Goober just after he's gorged himself on a carcass, Goober wouldn't be able to fly away. He would just be too heavy. So what he would do is throw up all over the predator. Yeah, it's really gross. What he's just eaten has been sitting in the sun for days. So you know that it smells bad going down. But of course, then the vulture is light enough so that he can fly away. So now I would like to take a trip around the world to Africa and Asia, and I would love to introduce you to a beautiful eagle that scavenges, which means that he eats dead meat. Keep an eye on the fence over there, and you will meet Diablo, our tawny eagle. Now, just like the booted eagles found here in this country, the tawny eagle is part of the booted eagle group. Now, as beautiful as these birds may seem, they have some pretty disgusting habits. You guys remember that vulture defense that I just talked about? Well, a tawny eagle would chase after a vulture that's just eaten with a loud barking call, causing it to throw up. And then Diablo would just approach the pile and, yeah, let's just say he enjoys a really hot lunch. So let's hear it for Diablo. When rain reaches the ground, it is influenced by ground moisture, landforms, vegetation, and temperature. In urban areas, runoff is substantial because of surfaces like roofs and pavement that don't absorb any water. Storm drainage systems will take runoff directly to lakes and streams, but erosion is still a huge problem. We can help slow erosion by using rain barrels to collect rain and then watering our gardens with it. And these gardens also help slow and filter clean water back into the ground. Now, did you know that bottled water actually ranks second behind soda as the public's beverage of choice? Now, these bottles are completely recyclable, but unfortunately, many of them end up in landfills. But our next bird, she may look a little familiar to you, she's so smart that she wants to demonstrate something that will help protect our planet. Now, this is Einstein. She is an African pied crow. And I actually have a volunteer in the audience with a bottle. And Einstein, if you could stand up, put out your left arm like I showed you. Einstein's going to teach us all a little something. It goes right in the recycling bin. Very nice. Let's hear it from my volunteer. Now, these birds are related to ravens, jays, and magpies. They are some of the most intelligent birds in the world. Now, recycling is also a great alternative that's so easy that even a bird can do it. So we should all definitely do that. So let's hear it for Einstein. That was a wonderful demonstration. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today it is our privilege to bring to you the symbol of our great nation. Who can tell me what that is? What is it? The bald eagle, exactly. Keep an eye over here, you'll meet Patriot. Now, Patriot is 16 years old, and although she's a really big bird, she weighs just under 11 pounds. Since bald eagles hunt and nest along waterways, they are directly affected by the health of our aquatic systems. However, runoff from fertilizers and pesticides affects all living things. Currently, there are over 15,000 nesting pairs of bald eagles in the United States, and they were taken off of the Federal Endangered Species List in 2007. An inspiring reminder of what education and research can accomplish. Today we have touched upon a variety of issues facing our waterways and our natural habitats. Innovations, research, and development can only help as much as each one of us taking these issues to heart. If we make a commitment today and make small changes in our everyday lives, our children and their children will have a brighter future tomorrow. We hope that you enjoyed our show, and if you have any questions, just come down and chat with us. If you wish to make a contribution to conservation, a fellow or other African pied crow will be coming right out here to this stump, and he'll help you out with that. We just ask that as you exit the theater, please remain in front of the birds and their trainers. It'll make everybody a lot more comfortable. Enjoy the rest of your day at the Milwaukee County Zoo. Stay cool today and have a safe drive home. Bye.